Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking at Adobe Commerce, specifically the latest 2.4.8 release.
Right. Seems like standard stuff on the surface.
Exactly. But we've been digging into a piece, Texto Colado, and it suggests there's, well, more going on.
Yeah, some pretty significant strategic things kind of baked into this announcement.
So that's our mission today, right? To unpack that for everyone listening, if you're using Adobe Commerce or maybe thinking about it, this is important for your planning.
Definitely. These releases happen, you think, features, bug fixes, but this one has a specific recommendation that's, well, telling.
Okay, so headline, 2.4.8 is out. But the subtext, the real story, according to this source, it's about cloud services.
Precisely. Yeah. The core advice is this. If you plan to adopt Adobe Commerce as a cloud service, say, within the next 12, maybe 16 months.
Then what?
Then Adobe actually suggests not upgrading to 2.4.8 right now.
Really? Hold off.
Yeah. Stay put, they say. Keep up with security patches, sure, but focus your energy on prepping for their future architecture.
Okay, now that is interesting, because it doesn't sound like advice given in a vacuum. Our source connects this to the Adobe Summit.
It absolutely does. The Summit messaging really hammered this home, didn't it?
It seemed like it. What are those key takeaways again?
Well, things like avoid sinking big money into solutions that aren't really future-proofed for where they're going.
Right.
Big emphasis on things like App Builder, for more flexible customization, and the new Adobe Commerce storefront.
That more modern, decoupled front-end approach.
Exactly. The whole vibe was think long-term transformation, not just the next incremental upgrade.
So why? What's the driving force behind warning people off an upgrade if they're cloud-bound soon anyway?
It really signals quite clearly, I think, a big push towards a composable and cloud-first strategy for Adobe Commerce.
Okay, explain that a bit. Composable.
Yeah, so think less like one giant platform update, more like modular pieces, API-driven, hosted in their cloud.
And the idea is that this gives businesses more flexibility down the line.
That's the potential benefit, yeah. Easier to adopt new tech, swap pieces in and out, compared to those huge disruptive upgrade cycles we're used to.
Got it. So let's bring it back to the listener, the business leader, the decision maker. What do they do with this information?
Well, it means you really need to take a hard look at your current roadmap, your backlog.
The investments you were planning.
Exactly. And even your team structure, their skills. Does it all align with this composable, cloud-first future Adobe is painting?
So it's not just a software update note, it's a strategic heads up.
It really is. It's a prompt to start realigning things now, not later.
Okay, so let's try and summarize. Adobe Commerce 2.4.8 is out, but that's almost not the main point.
Kind of feels that way, yeah. The real news is the signal about the platform's future.
Towards composable, towards cloud native.
Precisely. The version number itself is less important than the direction they're pointing everyone towards.
Which leaves a big question for everyone listening, doesn't it? Given this shift from Adobe, how does that potentially change your long-term digital commerce strategy?
What steps could you even start taking now to explore what composable might mean for your specific business?
Definitely food for thought. Okay, thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.